this is going to be along the Interstate 24 corridor in about 10 minutes, I would say. We'll try and do a storm track on this possible tornado as it is racing again off to the north and east. And I'm going to back things out. We're going to get a full 70-mile path on this, and then we're going to continue to watch the storm that is moving into Fulton and Hickman counties. The Hardin County storm appears to be weakening just a bit. We've got another storm that's developing near Marion, but it is not in the same favorable area. So here's our possible tornado right there in the southeastern parts of Ballard County, far northeastern parts of Carlisle County, and we're going to put a track on that storm to give everybody a heads up, because again, this is racing off to the northeast at 70 miles per hour. So we are going to track from the possible tornado at 70 miles per hour. And you can see some of the communities that will be impacted by this. Like I said, Paducah is headed your way, and we're talking 10 minutes in Paducah. So I-24, just to the southwest side of Paducah, this is going to be there in about 8 minutes, the way it looks right now.
We did have a report, an official report, a spotter report of a possible rotation along Highway 1628 near Cunningham.
So that would be right where we were tracking that rotation on radar.
They reported a wall cloud and rotation aloft near Cunningham.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and again, these storms have been rotating very efficiently about 5,000 feet in the atmosphere. It's that low-level rotation that we have not, as of yet, had reached the ground that we know of. But it gets close, and this one was, and there it is. You can see the tight rotation right there. Again, moving into extreme southeastern, and it almost has that little donut hole appearance where the rain is wrapping all the way around. And that tells me that there's more than likely rotation pretty close to the ground, because the radar here, that beam's in at about 300 feet in the atmosphere. So we definitely could be dealing with a tornado that is trying to form right now just to the north side of Cunningham. And again, it's a little close to really get a good debris signature unless it's really lofted a lot of items, and we're not seeing that. But that is interesting right there, that latest couplet that just came in. I don't know if we have, let me see what the shear looks like. If it marks up with that very bright purple color, reflectivity, right there, there's a tight rotation. So we very well could have a tornado on the ground in southeastern Ballard County, and that is moving into McCracken County. So Paducah, this is headed your way right now if this is on the ground. And that's just an interesting depiction where we get that little bright purple dot right where that hook is and right where the rotation is showing up on radar. That's usually a sign of a tornado that is wafting something in the air. And again, this is headed right towards the Paducah area. They have not extended the warning yet, but based on this, I would imagine they will. So along Highway 62 in McCracken County, you definitely want to be in your safe spot if you live anywhere near Highway 62. Give or take 5 miles north, 5 miles south. Best thing to do is get into your basement right now if you have it. If you don't have the basement, you want to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible by getting into that center interior room, that center closet, that center bathroom, whatever it is where you have as many walls between you and the outside. You want to kind of depict this a little closer. No reports yet, I guess. I would imagine if this was on the ground in that populated area, we would be hearing about it as of right now. But so far,
I do have a new track on it too. Once you're done there, we can talk about the areas that need to be prepared as this is moving so quickly.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Take a look at that path. So
here's our updated path. We're a little concerned with this storm because it is moving so quickly. So if you see your name or a community close by you on this map, please do go to the lowest level of your home, put as many walls as you can between you and the outside, because this is going to be moving in really, really quickly. So about 9:43, Rosebud, Elizabethtown, about 9:59, moving into the Cadiz area, about 10:07, and then Shawneetown. It will already be on your doorstep, along with other storms before that in the Shawneetown area, about 10:15. So if you are, again, anywhere near that too, maybe your exact town's not showing up here, I would definitely go ahead and take cover just in case, as we are tracking some pretty strong rotation. Nothing right now on chat as far as any more eyes on it or any damage, but we, of course, will pass that along if we get it, Chris.
Well, hopefully that was just a radar anomaly. That little is gone now. So that little, what was trying to act like a little debris signature is gone. So hopefully it was just a little a little noisiness with the radar. We have not had the tornado warning extended, which is some good news as well, but we're still seeing that rotation right here, as you can see. Here is Highway 286. It is moving right, kind of almost parallel, but it will cross 286 a little farther north near Hill Chapel Road. Any of these areas, you definitely want to be seeking shelter right now. Again, this is a radar-indicated tornado right here, moving into southwestern McCracken County. I want to back things out here for a second. I want to take a look at a couple of other storms. Again, our Hardin County storm is moving into southeastern Gallatin County. It's about to move out of the heartland, and it has weakened, at least on radar. I do want to take a look at that other storm that was suspicious, a very small storm that is now moving into, well, it looks like it's now moving into southwestern Carlisle County. Earlier, it had a little bit of a hook on it, and it was showing a little bit of suspicion with the winds inside it. This is headed towards the Arlington area. I know it doesn't look like much on radar, but this atmosphere, and there is that, we're still seeing it. Yes, Brian, what have we got?
At 9:25, a confirmed tornado was located over Lovelace-ville or 9 miles south of Lonoke, moving northeast at 55,
Okay.
according to the National Weather
So
Service.
that would be that little couplet that we saw. That was right there. So now that is crossed into southwestern McCracken County. So with that, I expect this warning to get extended into the rest of McCracken County, southern Massac County, and southern Polk County. So folks in Paducah, you need to be getting in your safe spot. We did have a confirmed tornado right here with that couplet that we were showing you earlier, and that is now moving off to the Paducah area. So again, we don't have any update to the warning, but we do have right here, that rotation is moving right along Highway 286 into the city of Paducah. So if you're in Paducah, I would start going ahead planning, get those devices charged up, get to your safe spot, the basement if you have it. If you don't have it, looks like they just did the tornado warning. I'm not sure if it's an extension of this one or if it's the one we were tracking near Arlington. It's the extension going into Paducah. You can see tornado warning until 9:30, and again, that is for the rest of Massac County, McCracken County, southern Massac County like we spoke of, southern Polk County, and they're clipping parts of Livingston County as well. This tornado warning goes out until 10 o'clock as we have a confirmed tornado that touched down just to the southwest of Paducah and is moving right along highway, just parallel with this Highway 62 here, moving into the Paducah area. So Paducah, you want to be in your safe spot. Southern Massac County, in your safe spot. Southern Polk County, in your safe spot. That's the basement if you have it. If you don't have it, you want to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. So what we'll do here now is I want to go back to the big view, and there's our two tornado warnings. Again, we're also watching this storm right here that's moving into Carlisle County or Arlington. This storm is moving out of Hardin County. We've got another pretty strong storm. Again, the reason a lot of times we're not covering all the storms is because we know what the environment looks like. We know the environment that is feeding these storms. There was a lot of thunder, lightning, and strong gusty winds in southern Illinois, but based on what the analysis of the atmosphere tells us, these would likely not produce tornadoes. The atmosphere gets very conducive for tornadoes across western Kentucky. Yes, Brian, you got some more?
Just an interesting note. It looks like they just lost power at the National Weather Service office.
Yeah, this storm's going right by the Weather Service,
So hopefully they have a generator backup.
oh yeah, I'm sure they do, but yeah, again, this is moving right into, and unfortunately it is moving right across the Paducah radar site as well. Hey, Wibbs, would you do me a favor? And again, let's look at this from let's look at this from Evansville. I want to see it as well. Yes,
We've got a
Brian.
spotter report at 62 and 286 intersection, major damage reported. So that pretty much confirms.
Yeah, what we were talking about. So we've got a tornado on the ground. It's really close to the radar, so it's hard to see. I'd like to get a vantage point. Wibbs is going to pull up the velocity from Evansville. Can we put Max 2 behind me briefly? And, okay, there's the rotation right there. So, and let's see if we can move Max 2 down to where the Memphis radar site shows up. And we'll see. Yeah, there we go. Now drag it down just a tad. Nope, we can't pick it up. All right, let's go back to Max 1 again. When the tornado was so close, here's the radar. I mean, this is the tornado right here, and we've got reports of damage now. Again, Highway 62. This is moving into Paducah right now. If you live along Interstate 24, anywhere near Interstate 24. If you live in the city of Paducah, we have a tornado that has been confirmed on the ground and has done damage. This is headed...
62 is now shut down because of the debris.
62 is now shut down due to debris. I hate the fact that we have that. You know, we saw that debris signature. We were thinking that was, and unfortunately, that's what it was. We did have a debris signature. So we've got another tornado warning that has been issued, and it is for that storm we were watching closely in Carlisle County. So we have 2 tornado warnings now for western Kentucky and parts of southern Illinois. Again, we have major damage, significant damage is what I should say, that has been reported along Highway 62, and that is with the storm moving into Paducah. There's the tornado right there. It's so close to the radar, it's hard to see, but you see that little tiny couplet, and it is on the ground near Highway 62 right now, moving in to southwestern Paducah as we speak. Let's take a look at this other storm near Arlington that we've been warning you about for a little while. We're going to continue to warn. I want to back things up and pan up just to the north a bit. Again, this is moving right towards Highway 51, again, a possible tornado moving into Arlington as we speak. And we had we've got tight rotation right there moving across Highway 51. So if you are in Arlington in western Kentucky along Highway 51 and north of Highway 80 or along Highway 80, you need to be in your safe spot. Basement if you have it. And again, if you don't have that basement, we put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, that center closet or that center bathroom. Again, we do not...
That's headed right towards the mall area in Paducah, so if anyone knows anyone near the mall, at the mall, please let them know. That is headed right towards them.
So again, we've got a tornado on the ground that is headed near the mall in Paducah. So if you're familiar where that area is, you definitely want to be seeking shelter. If you know anybody that is in that area, like Liz said, just grab the phone, call them, say, hey, make sure you're in a safe spot right now. Because we have a tornado that is moving into the city of Paducah. As far as we know, we still are getting some reports of damage with this system as it continues to move off to the northeast at about 60 miles per hour. And again, that little dot right there, Wibbs, is what I think may be, it's so close to the radar that it is hard to show.
It is really hard. I do have a new track, too, just to give some more communities a heads up there.
Yeah, that's it right there. We've got a tornado on the ground. That is so tight, and it is moving into southwestern Paducah. So let's go to Max 2 real quick. Let's win this, so she can track this with the new speed.
Yeah, we're tracking this now to the northeast at 55 miles per hour. So we have a confirmed tornado on the ground, meaning if you are in any of these communities showing up or close by these communities, please go to the lowest level of your home, put as many walls as you can between you and the outside. Let me go ahead and list things off. Unionville, 946, Bay City, about 955, Salem, 1010. This is moving very quickly. Elizabethtown, still estimated time similar to what we tracked last time, 1016, and then into the Cave and Rock area at about 1025. Again, a confirmed tornado that has caused damage. It's just a part of Highway 62, now near the mall area, and continuing to race off to the northeast at about 55 miles per hour.
Yeah, and the atmosphere is just very conducive, unfortunately, for severe weather. So, Paducah, Brookport, Unionville, all these areas need to be seeking shelter right now. Unionville Road, east of Brookport. This tornado is headed right towards the Brookport area. It's headed right towards Interstate 24 as we speak. Based on that speed, it'll be crossing over Interstate 24 here very rapidly. And it's just so close to the radar that it does look like that is the debris that the radar is picking up. And it's so close, it's hard to get the actual wind because of how close it is to the radar. Now, we have a new tornado warning that has been issued as well. Let's take a look and see what this new tornado warning is for. Basically, they just continued this tornado warning that is headed... No, this is a new one with the Hardin County storm. This is Shawneetown. New tornado warning This is that storm. It looks like it has strengthened once again, moving into the Shawneetown area. This is going to be with us in our area for just about 5 more minutes, if that. So we have a new tornado